Hello, I am with Maggie Bell Posh. I make wreaths and centerpieces and things, and my name is Sharon, and I hope you're joining me here. And let me tell you what I'm doing today, a little bit about what I'm doing today. What I'm attempting to do is to make this nutcracker wreath. It's kind of a twin to another one that's already made over here. And I know, it is February, so why am I making Christmas designs? Well, that's simply because I got way behind at Christmas time, and I wanted to finish these two projects. I'm making a nutcracker similar to this one. This one has a white face. The one I'm working on today is going to have a brown face. These are wooden nutcrackers that I put in the center of the wreath and then designed the wreath around them. So you can see the theme that's going on right here. I will probably not call your name unless you comment. Sorry about that. But anyway, I'm so glad you're here. If you have any questions, let me know. And if I'm doing this funny thing, it's because I'm trying to read the comments. So anyway, that's what I'm attempting to do. Oh, by the way, I wanted to show you. When I send these out, I do something kind of different, which is I always add a hanger, which is this green, if you can see it. Barely you can see it. It is this kind of wire. And the reason I do that is so that customers will know where to hang their wreath, because I've gotten pictures back of customers hanging the wreath on the door, which is very sweet. I always love to have feedback from my customers, but sometimes they were hung upside down. So what I determined I would do from now forward is add a little tag that says hang me here. That's backwards, I'm sure, in your video, but it says hang me here with a business card. That way the customer knows exactly where to put it on the door. So that's what I'm attempting to do today, is to finish up this one. And I hope you'll stay with me just a few minutes so I can just kind of show you the process. But what I've done so far is I put the hanger on, obviously, it's in there. I've put the nutcracker in, and he's stationary in there right now. These are wooden, so they're not going to break or anything, but I have to zip tie them in this way and down this way. You can't see this very well, but he is, yeah, zip tied. Those are mounting squares on the bottom, and then there's zip ties holding him steady on the bottom so that he won't go anywhere ever. I got this down here because I'm preparing to put a bow down here eventually. But that's the way I prepared the nutcracker. And I'm so, I don't want to say anal, but I guess that's what it is, about these things being straight. I use my leveling bar when I get it on the wreath stand to be sure that the nutcracker will be straight and hang that way. I'm pretty particular about a lot of details, and I think that's what makes the wreath kind of pretty, is that you're particular about the details. So anyway, what I'm finishing is, if you can see, I've got the mesh sort of around. The first step, of course, is to fluff out your wreath form, which in this case is an evergreen. I get the nutcracker in there the way I want him, and then I'm going to start building out, and I'm going to build out with the mesh toward the bottom of the wreath frame. You can see it right here. It's on those, tied into those last tines. And so I'm just going to finish that out real quick and show you how I do this. Lots of different ways to do things, but this is the way that I do it. But I've cut the mesh at about 21 inches. I use 21 to 24 depending on what I think I need. And then I roll it, and let me see if I can put you down just a little bit. Yeah, like so. And I'll show you how I roll it. There are lots of different ways to do it. But the thing about mesh is that it always frays, and I don't like that, but it's going to always fray a little bit. So I try to roll the ends in like this, and then again, I'm pretty particular about this stuff, which makes me a little bit slower. Nevertheless, I'm going to try to do it right. Roll this in like this, in, and then, you walk it towards you like so, bunch it up like that, and if I have any ends that are kind of sticking out, that's what's going to fray. I prefer it not do that if at all possible. Sometimes it isn't So what I try to do is to bring mine in a little bit more so that maybe the end won't be sticking out at all, and therefore there'll be a lot less fray. Okay, then once you get it, then I'm going to tie it in down here on the base. Just use the pine ties and to tie it real tightly as close to the metal as I possibly can. So that's what I'll be doing to just finish out this wreath form as the first layer. I can build upon them with picks and sprays and greenery, etc. So while I'm doing that, did anybody watch the Super Bowl? I'm sure a lot of people did. I'm not really a football fan, but I did tune in because I wanted to see what was going on. I enjoyed the national anthem, the halftime, and the overtime, and that's about all I know. I don't know that much about football, so I just kind of, watch what I can see and enjoy that part. Okay. The second layer for me is to put the ribbon in. I always put my bows and ribbon in next, picks and sprays last, greenery, etc.